Morning, YouTubies. Today I'm going to have some homemade chicken noodle soup. Anthony and I made this the other day. So it's had a little time for its flavors to blend. Yum. Okay, I can't see worth a hoot because of the sun. So putting glasses on. Actually, I'm gonna give a little bit of sunshine, even though I guess to put the glasses on I can see at least. So how you guys doing? Good, I hope. Ooh, homemade. So much better than the canned crap you get from the store. Granted, in a pinch, the canned stuff from the store works, but homemade is always better. So, made this the other night. Put in a thing of chicken broth. I think I should actually put in 2 things of chicken broth because the noodles soaked up most of the broth. But a thing of chicken, a thing of chicken broth. A large can of chunked mixed vegetables. So it's got lots of vegetables in there. Oh, I was going to put in some chicken breast I had in the freezer, but our freezer is out on the porch and it was middle of the night. I couldn't see in there even with my flashlight because Mom has the freezer so chock full that you can't find jack in it. So, okay, I have to wait until probably today, since it's a nice day, get out there and see what I have in the freezer. But anyway, I couldn't get the chicken out. So we improvised and used a can of canned chicken. Let all that come into boil with the spices. I used basil, thyme, sage, and then I added some crushed red pepper and some black pepper. I think I put just a little bit too much of the crushed red pepper and the black pepper because, oh my gosh, that first night we ate some right after it was cooked. It was spicy. It was almost too spicy. I almost couldn't eat it. But since then, everything's mingled and it's not as spicy as it was. Actually pretty good now. So, after it came to a rolling boil, then I added the home style, what do you call it? Noodle. Oops, just dropped part of it. I have to clean that up after all. But yeah, those kind of noodles that you get from the freezer section, or you can make them homemade. I had made them homemade before, but it's been years ago. So how you guys doing? Good, I hope. It is beautiful out here today. Actually a little bit warm in the car, to be honest. I even got the window cracked open and it's still warm. Oh yeah, I can see the black pepper. But like I said, so much better than it was the other day. And so much better than store-bought. I got a little cup of Mountain Lightning. I started using I think Anthony got these when he was in the hospital. I'm not for sure. But it goes up to 7 fluid ounces. So I started using this so I can actually track. I got an app on my phone that I can actually track my liquids. Mostly I use it for water, but once a day I have a little cup of Mountain Lightning. No more than 8 ounces. So that way I can control what I drink. Yeah, I was telling Anthony we need to make some more of this next couple days. This is the last of it. It didn't last long. Actually, I'll probably make a different soup or even some chili. But it's still a bit chilly outside. Still technically winter. So those winter comfort foods. Oh, I forgot to tell you that added mushrooms also, a can of mushrooms. Yeah. Well, if I can get it out here. Nice big mushroom. Like, I love mushrooms. I think I should have put like 2 cans of mushrooms in it. I don't want to go overboard with the mushrooms. I think I technically could have added. I think I could have added 2 of pretty much everything. 2 of the broth, 2 cans of the chunked mixed vegetables, and 2 cans of mushrooms. And then 1 can of the chicken, and of course the bag of noodles. Actually, I think the last time I made noodles was either when I made them with my grandmother before she died, or made them after myself at our own house. I think there was like 2 different times. I helped make 1 batch with her, and then I made some at home. So, man, I miss her. I seen some baby calves yesterday on the way home from one of Anthony's doctor's visits. Like, oh, I wish I knew somebody in person that had baby calves that I could help bottle feed. Because that was the highlight of my summer. Every year, well, spring, summer, around that time of year, I guess it was like in beginning or mid-May, I think. Well, they let school out for the summer. And I'd go to grandma's and I'd help bottle feed the baby calves. Like, granted, they are slobbery. Oh, that part was gross, but they're so cute. Those big brown eyes. I love cows, but particularly baby cows. I love all animals. I'm an animal. I prefer animals more than I do most humans these days, especially the darn trolls. Stupid trolls. Oh, so good. But yeah, that brings back memories. Seen one yesterday. I've seen a couple of baby calves that were like a little bit bigger. But there was one that was tiny. It actually looked like a newborn, like maybe it was a day or 2 old. Maybe a little bit more, but tiny. It's like, oh, I'll take him home. Of course, I know he'd get bigger. But still, I wouldn't care. Get bigger. Be my big baby. Feel sorry for my mom. She is 5 years old. She had actually walked she was in kindergarten. She had to walk like, what was it, a mile or 2 miles? A couple miles at least, I think. I think it was like 2 miles to school by herself and through a cow pasture. And she told me about how one day, it was a winter day. I don't know exactly what happened, but the cows were like closer to the fence or something, and she was scared of the cows, being a little girl. So she hunkered down next to the someplace. She had one of those little winter onesie winter suits on. I guess you'd almost say like a ski suit, but for children. And sat there in the cold all day because she was too scared to get to the cow pasture. It wasn't because of the bulls. She was scared because of the cows, because of them being so big, and they come up, investigate, because they were curious about her and all this kind of stuff. So it scared her. Like, oh, me, I was like, I don't know how I would have reacted as a child, but as even though I was in grade school, because I was with grandma, and then even older, I was okay with the cows. But to have to walk through a cow pasture by yourself when you're 5 years old in the middle of winter when it's snowing, it could be a different story. So yeah, I could not imagine being 5 years old and walking a couple miles to school by yourself. That just blows my mind. Can't believe how beautiful it is out there. There's just a few clouds, just kind of wispy, but not much. So maybe, hopefully, spring's just around the corner. Let's hope. Or spring weather. More of it, I mean. If Mother Nature behaves. It sucked yesterday. We had to go to Anthony's doctor's visit, and it's like a little over an hour away. Going to all these appointments in every direction, it sucks, but at least having this car makes it a lot easier, because we're saving so much in gas compared to what we were with a van. $500+ for gas for a month in that van because of all those appointments. Whereas with the car, so far it's been like $125 for a month. Huge difference. I do miss our van though, but still. Don't miss it that much when it comes to the gas prices. Because, hey, saving that much money, I can actually order more on the Wish app or Temu. Kidding. Sort of. Speaking of Wish and Temu, I got my mama on the bandwagon now. Last week, she had me put the Pinterest app on her phone. She's hooked. Last night, she had me put the Wish and Temu apps on her phone. She's hooked. 77 years old. I've been teaching her the last 2 years, I think it is. She finally got a smartphone after having a dumb phone for years. I hated that thing. I wanted to throw it out the window. But finally got her to get a smartphone. And then from there, I've been teaching her how to work her phone. I've been trying to get her talked into getting a smartphone for years. But she was always so intimidated because her age and everything. Being old school on a lot of things. She was intimidated by it. She's like, I can't learn how to work one of those. I'm like, I can work with you. I can teach you. We'll work on it together. She, even 2 years later, she has some trouble on some stuff. Like if she needs to delete old phone calls and stuff like that. It's because she doesn't do it often enough that it commits to memory. But I work with her and it's like, oh, I remember that now. After I show her. So Sorry. One of Anthony's doctors, he's got so many of them lately, called. So he's having some issues, so after he gets done here, he's been advised to go to the ER. So great. Now I'm worried. Having anxiety. Good thing I got my stress ball. Oh, and I got my little, I haven't quite figured out how to, I don't know what this thing, you're supposed to be able to blow into it. I guess the point of it is you're doing breath work and focusing on your breathing to help yourself calm down. So, truthfully be told, I prefer this. I have more fun with this. I got some more fidget toys and stress relief toys coming eventually from, I think it's Wish. Excuse me. So I make a stress relief box. I'm gonna have a small plastic box with a lid on it, and that's gonna be my stress relief box. I have all kinds of little fidget toys in it and stuff. Anywho, back to what I was talking about. Got my mama on the bandwagon of Pinterest, Wish, and Temu, and oh my gosh, she's hooked. But like I said, I've been teaching her how to work her phone for the last 2 years. She has some troubles remembering some things, but overall, she amazes me. I'm proud of her. And I let her know that each and every time that, well, I don't tell her each and every time, but I let her know periodically that I'm proud of her. Now, Dad, on the other hand, trying to teach him how to work a phone or work his tablet that I bought for him. I bought tablets for both of them. Mom still uses hers. Dad had it plugged into the charger for far too long, and I didn't know it. Burned up the battery. Go figure. But Dad is like trying to teach a 2-year-old how to work a smartphone or tablet. Dang near impossible. He doesn't have the patience. He gets distracted easily, etc., etc., etc. He's gonna love other things, but when it comes to teaching him how to do those things, not so much. So, but hey, to each their own. At least Mom's learned how to do it, and she's doing great on it. So because of it, she's been spending hours looking at Pinterest now, just like I do, particularly looking at food and recipes. And then she comes to me, she's like, why is my battery going down so much? I go, well, how many hours have you been on Pinterest? So, but she's so cute. Drives me nuts sometimes, but same time she's so cute. I never thought that I'd be moving back home with my parents. But 7 years ago, we had to because of situations, health issues. But I never wanted to move back home. Ever. Because of my dad. It could be him being a narcissist and growing up and dealing with him all those years. He is the main reason why I have CPTSD now and why I have to go to a therapist. Not the only reason. There's lots of other stuff that's happened to me in my life that contributes, but he is the main reason. So, yeah, I never wanted to move back home mostly because of him. But surprisingly, overall, things have been pretty good in the last 7 years. Although Dad and I have had our tiffs. We've had some really doozies. And as a child, I was afraid to speak up to him. For one thing, I wasn't allowed to speak my mind. I get in trouble for speaking my mind and all that kind of stuff, which I don't think any child should get in trouble for speaking their mind, as long as they're doing it in a respectful way, which I always did. But I get in trouble for it. But so yeah, I was always afraid of him as a kid. I'm not afraid of him anymore. As a narcissist, he likes to start trouble, particularly with mom, and start arguments for fun. Well, the other day he started an argument with her. He had her bawling and everything. I went all she woof on him. I'm not going to take his crap no more. And I go in there and I defend mom. And he doesn't like it. So living with them has been a curse and a blessing. The blessing because I've learned how to change and speak up for myself. And not to take any crap from anybody. And I do mean from anybody. But also I've learned that there's traits that he has that I have. So I've been actively working on changing my own stuff at how I do things, so I'm not like him. Yeah, I don't start fights for fun, but me, it's more of the lines like, well, a long time ago when I was first married to Anthony, I was like Dad, and I had to have the last word in an argument. And I didn't realize I was like Dad till Anthony pointed it out. And I thought, nah, I was in denial for a long time. But over time, I realized that, oh, wow, yeah, I am like that. So I have actually learned to, sometimes it depends on the situation. Sometimes I'll go she-wolf on him and put him in his place and make him stop harassing mom. But there's other times when he tries to start crap with me, I'll just walk away. That's been hard, but that's the best thing to do. So, which I hate. I hate fighting with him, even though he is a narcissist. I hate fighting with him because it shouldn't get to that point. So, but he's like a dog with a bone, and once he starts on something, he just will not stop. He just keep going on and on about stuff. So, anywho, I think I'm gonna get ready to scoop. It's really sunny. Well, the camera's dark. So, anywho, yeah, I'm gonna get ready to scoot. If you guys are new to our channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. Let me know if you... Oh, wow, I didn't notice it till now. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see it or not. That really was not all that pepper in there. Oh my goodness. It's good though. It's spicy, but it's not the same kind of spicy it was a couple days ago. Anyway. Alright, let me get one more bite. Oh, there's a mushroom. Gotta have the mushroom. Alright. I'll catch you guys again later. Bye-bye.